Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we're here with another WrestleMania feud on our way to WrestleMania. So many matches have been, cemented in stone, but this one is one of those matches that we kind of had a lot of different ideas. We thought it originally was going to be Rhea versus Bianca, and then it became Io versus Bianca, and then now it's became a triple threat. And so I'll quickly go into how that became. Obviously, Rhea Ripley was the world heavyweight champion. She had won it off of Liv, finished out getting her revenge from Liv Morgan's revenge tour. She got the title at the Raw at Netflix. So she's had the title for a little bit of time. It wasn't much. That was at the beginning of the year, and we're into April. So it's only been 4 months or 3 months technically altogether. And she had it for, I think, like 80, 90 days. Like, it wasn't that long until she lost it to Io Sky. But before that, we had the Elimination Chamber, and Bianca Belair was able to win, making it that it was going to be she was going to face Rhea Ripley. And then we obviously had the thing before the Elimination Chamber where Liv and Io had their Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and Rhea had cost it for Io on accident, and that kind of set up Io being upset. And to kind of combat that, Rhea gave her an opportunity at the title, and Bianca came down to watch. She interfered. I feel like that's kind of the whole point of it, is that she interfered, and Bianca wants to pretend like she's a saint in all of this, but she interfered. I feel like um yeah, I feel like this is setting up a Bianca heel turn, at least for my ideas. I feel like that's kind of where they're setting it up, but I digress on that because that's a whole different thing. But she interfered and she lost Rhea lost the title. Io got it, which was a shocking thing to have that close to WrestleMania, where a major title just flipped all of a sudden. And then obviously Rhea was able to get a rematch with Io, which was on Raw very recently, and Bianca was put into as the special guest referee, and then she double disqualified them because she was had enough of their fighting, which then basically made Adam Pearce have to make it a triple threat because that's kind of how you had to do it. This was kind of I think the call in the beginning to do this, but they did it in this way. Not maybe the best way, but it did at least make at least some narrative thread to making it valid. And I think it was a good decision. I mean, like, I think this is going to be one of the best matches. Like technically sound. I think, like, to me right now, my money is on this being the best match, like being whatever 5 star, S tier, whatever you want to call it, because the strength of Rhea Ripley, the stamina and ability that Bianca has, and the high flying and craziness of Io Sky is going to make a perfect storm. Plus, it gives a chance that Rhea could possibly get the title back because she's not facing Io one on one, and she's never beaten Io one on one. But in triple threat, it's completely different. I do believe, I feel like this might be a Bianca thing. I personally would keep Io Sky as champion. I like Io a lot. She's one of my favorite wrestlers, even though I think, you know, Rhea Ripley's like top three, and Io's probably top three also. So it's like hand in hand. But I really feel with them making that move to give it to Io, I feel like this is a thing that you keep. And I think, like, maybe even just to revisit at Backlash would be Io and Bianca. And if you want to make a change, that might be the spot to do it. Again, you never know with WrestleMania because that's when they shift the most stuff. But I would really hate it that back to back years Io goes in as champion and loses. So I guess we'll see if that happens. I feel like it could very possibly happen. I do still feel like there's something with Bianca and this whole Jade Cargill thing with Naomi that possibly she'll turn heel and Naomi might help her out in a way to get the win. And I would be down with that. That would be a very good way of doing it because then we would get a mega Bianca heel, which I don't know if we've had Bianca as a heel in the main roster. I remember in NXT she had some heel runs, but I don't remember on the main roster. You guys could probably tell me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, I feel like this feud in general has been a pretty good A tier. I feel like they kind of didn't really know how to get this triple threat to make logical sense, but they got to a point, and I'm just happy that it's there and we can just enjoy one more week of them building this up. And I'm happy for this. This is gonna be my favorite match. I can almost guarantee it. I just really hope so because of it's just the talent between these three, and I think the in-ring chemistry is gonna be insane. So I'm really excited. Tell me if you guys are excited about this feud and who you think is gonna win. I'm hoping Io Sky, but my money's on Bianca. So I guess it just depends if I want to be a betting man. Until next time, this has been Japan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.